yum. Goody, brekkie.
Ford. Third tunnel in about 40 minutes. Yeah, we made it to Byron Bay, and believe it or not, we found a perfect park in the shade. Margaret's just gone to sort the ticket out. You got to pay to park here, but just going to go and have a quick look at the beach. So this is new to me. The drone's still out there, and I've just gone onto this camera to let you know that that rock that's in front of that camera right now is the most eastern point of the country. There it is. It's gorgeous. Well, Margs and I have just dropped that caravan there in the car park, put a ticket on it, we're all sorted. Now we're going on an adventure around Byron Bay. I think Curdy likes Byron Bay. Somebody's getting married. No idea who these guys are getting married, but I know some of you would love to have a look at the dresses, so here we are. Well, these guys are all over there being entertained by someone talking. The ladies have arrived. You can see right out the back there, a couple of really small little islands. They call them Julian rocks. They reckon there's seals and sharks and all sorts of things out there, marine life. So we're going to go out in a minute and have a look around. And it looks like we've got a whole lot of kayakers out here. So we'll go and say hello to them also. I've just spotted another big group. There's a big group of them just around the bend there, right at the back of that bend. You can see them all out there, but yeah, so we'll go and have a look at Julian rocks out the back and a bit of an oversight of Byron Bay, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I think this afternoon we're going to make it down to Lennox Head and settle down there for the night. So let's go for a ride out to Julian rocks. Hello. Hello, Curdy. Where's the naughty? most amazing thing just happened. Beautiful people in the background were in the water when the battery on the drone went flat, and it done an emergency landing and crashed into the water. But believe it or not, they're pretty sealed, these things. I'm going to flush it out with some normal water and put it in rice for a couple of days. It's a fairly good chance this drone will fly again. So once again, been blessed. The people that were beside it when it crashed, he said it flipped on its back and actually went across the top of the water like a boat, and for a couple of meters, and then went down under the water. And I think he said his name was Gary. He dived down and grabbed it, pulled the battery out of it, and I can't thank him enough. Thank you guys. If you get on YouTube tonight, thank you so much. All the motors are blocked up, all these little motors that drive the propellers. They're all full of salt. So I'm just starting to get them to turn. 50-50 she'll fly again. We'll see how we go in a day or so. Once I spend a bit of time in some rice, just might fly again. Well, we just had the rangers here. Apparently where we are is a national park. It's a $300 fine to have a dog in here. And we just said it how it was. We didn't see the sign on the way in here, and apparently there is. I'll have a look on the way out, but they just gave us a warning, thankfully. Not meant to have Kurt here. Right on the beach. Well, we've got Margaret back behind the wheel because somebody crashed their drone, and we're going back to Mawillaba to Harvey Norman's, which is about 45 minutes back the opposite way that we were travelling. I rang Benalla Harvey Norman's for a drone and they didn't have any, but their Harvey Norman store in Mawillaba has 2 of them. So it's time for another drone. It is what it is. How's it feel to be back behind the wheel, Mark?
Pretty stylish. I'm riding the bike.
Like riding the bike. You don't mind doing a bit of steering, do you?
No, no.
All good. Curdy's comfy in his nice pink bed from Kmart. And yeah, so drone footage will be back in the air tomorrow morning, because like I've said in other movies, I'm not doing our trip around Australia without a drone. It just shows you so much. It gives you such a different perspective on everything, and you get to see a lot more. So time for another drone. Well, we had to stop and get some photos of that one. That's what you call a Yamaha R1. Margaret and I had one exactly the same only 2 years ago. We done a fundraiser for Beyond Blue Mental Health on the Salt Lakes. I raced it, I built the bike and raced it for the land speed records at Lake Gardner over in South Australia. It was a fantastic experience. Unfortunately, we blew the engine up at 303 kilometres an hour. The oil light come on, lost oil pressure. I had to get off the gas, and that's about all she wrote. But we did raise quite a few $1,000s for Beyond Blue, which was brilliant. That's what it was all about. And it was on an R1, a Yamaha R1, exactly the same as that. Would have looked all right, black and white back in her day. It's been sitting there a long time. Someone's pinched the starter motor off it. Distributor and the head. Oh no, the head's still on there. It's just been lifted up for whatever reason. Anyway, yeah, like I said with that motorbike, we had one exactly the same, but ours wasn't quite that big. But the people that own this cafe are into similar things, because I just had a look through that window and they've got a land speed motorbike in there. They've got several motorbikes in there, but they're closed, and I'm not going to put the phone through the window because you won't be able to see it. But well, actually you might. Let's have a quick look. You might be able to see that long one in there. That's a land speed, some sort of land speed machine right there. And there's more motorbikes in there and around the corner, and a couple more right over the other side you can just make out. But yeah, once you've had a taste of going fast, doesn't matter how old you are. It happened to me when I was 2 or 3 years old. But when you get a taste of going fast, all you want to do is go faster. It's a massive addiction. You like going fast too, don't you, Curdy? You legend. I've got a Harley running nitrous back in Victoria, and he loves going on it. I've got a little baby harness that goes on the front of me, and Kurt sits in it. That hasn't been on YouTube yet, but a lot of my other stuff is. But the noise going fast doesn't bother him. He just loves being out the window of the car. He loves the air in his face. And he's very similar to me, he just likes to go fast. Unlike Margaret. Margaret wants to go slow. Don't you, love?
Try and get there safely.
Oh, huh?
Try and get there safely.
We all get there
Turtle
safely.
in the hair.
Yeah, I agree with the turtle in the hair scenario, but my theory is you're better off coming in hot sideways on the way into the box before they put you in the ground than just taking it easy and being boring. Margaret says to me, hurry up and get in the car. Been in the car for 3.5 minutes and still on the phone.
I don't know where I get that from. Oh, hang on, let me just make another movie. Let me
You-
just put the drone up.
Yeah.
Oh, let me just crash another one.
You've had a good teacher, haven't you, love?
Yeah.
Good old bloody Nimbin. Well, here we are. We made it to Byron Bay, or whatever the name of the town is, and right behind me there, next to Coles, is Harvey Norman's, and I know they've got 2 brand new drones in there. So we're here, we made it. By 10 o'clock in the morning we'll be back in the air. I'm looking forward to it. Kat and I thought we'd come for a little walk while Marg's doing the shopping. Come down and have a look at the river. These paintings are absolutely gorgeous. that's another day done from Margaret and I and Kurt from Aussie Adventures. I hope yous are all well.